Well, spring typically means more homes on the market, but this is really no typical spring. We've seen all kinds of changes come in when it comes to real estate, and joining us now is the president of Toronto's Real Estate Board, Tim Sirianos, to talk about the landscape and its change, shall we say, with all the changes that have been brought in by the government. What are we looking at as we head into the traditionally hot spring market, Tim?
Well, the market is starting to rebound. We're starting to see a lot more. The supply has not increased, even though there's been a report of sales decreasing. What's interesting is supply has not been increasing. So as we start to go deeper into the spring market, into the back half of 2018, we're anticipating to seeing prices start to increase again.
Are we in a balanced market with that? I mean, the prices still seem to be going up, even though the constraints that were put on by the governments. Are we into a balanced market?
Well, anytime you're looking at around 3-month supply, hovering around 3-month supply of real estate, we are more of still in a seller's market somewhat to a balanced market. But once you go outside of the city of Toronto, you're seeing more supply, maybe 4, 5, and even some areas 6-month supply, which is not the same as being in the city of Toronto.
Now, what does that mean for people? I mean, this is really, we were talking about this, a tale of two cities sounds a bit cliche, but
yes.
In the city, things are still actually going quite well.
Oh, they really are. Again, as I said earlier, we haven't seen the increase of supply, so we do have a problem with supply. In the city, we're starting to see a little bit more of an appreciation of values. We're starting to see multiple offers in many downtown neighborhoods. Not as much outside of the city, maybe a little bit longer to sell a property, but not much longer.
When you say outside the city, what are we talking about?
Well, I mean, anytime you're looking at anything from Mississauga all the way around like a Golden Horseshoe, looking at areas like Durham, up in the York region neighborhoods, you'll see a little bit more supply in those areas.
But the houses are still moving. People are still selling. If you're a seller, you just got to hold on a little longer.
Absolutely. You know, properties that are staged, priced right, they're better than some of the fixer-uppers. They seem to go faster than others.
Yeah, because nobody wants. Fixer-uppers seem like a great idea at the time until you're in the middle of it.
You know,
right?
I mean, a coat of paint to some is $25,000, but in reality, it only costs $1,000.
Yeah.
So people start seeing bigger dollar signs than what they really are.
What are the hot markets right now?
Well, you know,
or neighborhoods, if you want to talk about
neighborhoods in the city right now. Whenever you look at areas like the beaches or areas like Bloor West, you know, people are looking at these areas and they're somewhat hard to get into. So they start to go into neighborhoods that are surrounding those areas, and you're seeing the gentrification of neighborhoods there. And it's happening all over downtown. You know, looking at Trinity Bellwoods, looking at the beach, looking at Coxwell Greenwood, looking at the Junction, which is not a secret anymore.
No, not even close, I don't think.
Yeah, looking at Mimico, with the lifestyle that people can have being by the water. These are all beautiful, beautiful areas that are seeing a real big upswing in interest.
And one of the things that we were talking about is it's the expensive houses where they've dropped, and that's kind of skewed the decreases that we've seen. Has it not? Like, they've dropped in value, so everybody talks about, oh my God, the prices of an average house has dropped, but it's really those high-end ones that are bringing the price down. The
high-end ones are the ones that have had the most amount of effect on the marketplace and in the media that we're seeing. Anytime you're looking at condominiums, townhomes, semi-detached homes, you know, smaller homes in general, they're in high demand because they're the ones that people really want to get into. That's where you're seeing families really trying to start their life in real estate.
So it's an interesting market still.
It sure is.
All right, Tim, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Tim Sirianos is the president of the Toronto Real Estate Board, and we appreciate him joining us today. TREB wants to help you make your home ownership dreams come true. All you have to do is go to the contest section of bttoronto.ca, click on daily prizing, and enter for a chance to win a home garden gift card worth about $3 grand to put towards your home project. Good luck with that one.